And welcome back to episode 12 of the Freeballers podcast. I'm your co-host, A.A. Ron, and with me today I got...
It's me, it's Jordan. How's it going, Jordan? Jordan Pino.
And with Jordan and we have the infamous...
the Pride of Northbrook, Joe Graneski, Joe G.
Limit Break's finest, Joe G. And us three, we have got a great show lined up for you guys today. We're going to hit you guys with a little bit of free balling bullshitting segment. We got the Would You Rathers. We got the Rapid Fires. We got some funny headlines / social media laughs. And then we're going to hit you with a What Would You Do? And to wrap it all up, we've got a Battle Royale in Target. Yes, you heard it right. A Battle Royale in Target. We're going to pick items where we battle to the death.
We can't possibly have that much schedule for the podcast, Aaron. You're joking, right? Like
we're
cutting this into 2 podcasts.
Full schedule. Like, we're booked. We're booked
You
up.
sure they can handle this?
I hope so. Jordan?
I trust our listeners, but can they handle it?
Jordan, can they handle it? Jordan is off doing another podcast as we speak. He goes back and forth. His dog sometimes chimes in, but we'll catch up with Jordan a little later. As you guys know, we had a word of the week last week, and we actually had a winner. We had somebody get the word of the week correct, and that winner was Jordan and I's sister, Hannah. So she got it right on Twitter, and the word of the week was lollygag. And yes, I was the only one that used it because Joe just completely forgot. And
Which
Jordan,
is ridiculous because I made the idea. I stopped us in the middle of taping our podcast last week to talk about it, and I still forgot. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, and Jordan used flabbergasted, which was the completely wrong one a good 3 or 4 times, and everybody thought that was it.
Which now wastes us using that for this week.
Let's welcome Jordan back to the Freeballers podcast. Hey, Jordan.
Sorry, my toe got caught in the door. I said flabbergasted. And then, like, 20 minutes passed, and I'm like, damn, no one said it. So I said it again. I'm, like, trying to remind you guys. And then it turns out I was way off.
Dude, honestly, when I heard you say flabbergasted, I just thought you were trying to throw the audience off and have them guess yours.
Trying to use the word of the day, and it was not right.
And then it's funny because now we can't use that for this week, you know?
Anyway, like we were saying, we have another word of the week this week. If you go onto our social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you at FBallers Podcast, Freeballers Podcast, wherever we are, and you tell us our word of the week, I'm going to send you a $5 gift card to Graders.
Wow.
Boom. There it is.
Can I compete?
No.
Damn.
No. So, yeah. So make sure you tune in. Listen closely because it could come at any time.
Anytime.
So this past week, I took another vacation, believe it or not. So I don't think I've really worked in the month of July, honestly. And tomorrow is Monday, and I have to go back to reality. So I'm kind of bummed.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Don't you guys hate that when you look forward to something for so long, and then it's gone, and then all of a sudden you're just like, shit.
Yeah.
Back to reality we go.
Especially when you don't have anything on the schedule coming up that, like, excites you.
Yes. I literally have nothing until like September maybe with a little something, and then November, and it's just like Christmas, and it's just like time is flying, dude.
So what's worse? So let's just do this. What's worse? The week leading up to a vacation where you're just like just itching to get to that vacation, or that first week back from the vacation?
Gosh. I would say the leading up to it is more, I would say it's more tolerable because that week back is just, it's flat out rough. You have nothing to look forward to, you know?
Yeah, because then you're like, damn, another like 73 weeks until I get another vacation.
Yeah, exactly. So
See, I'd say the waiting is the worst because I kind of have that coming up for me this week where
oh, yeah, that's right.
There's a game that I really want coming out on Friday. I have some cool stuff happening next weekend. And on Thursday, we find out if our second child is a boy or a girl.
Oh.
So, like, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I mean, I could just throw those out the door right now.
Do you want to know what you're having? I can tell you right now.
Yeah, tell me.
You're having a girl, my friend.
Okay, write it down right here on the top of my paper.
You're going to name her Isabella?
Nope.
Oh, Damn.
It would be Scarlet.
Arafina.
Oh.
But yeah, I say you're having a girl.
Cool. Well, we'll catch up with that.
Cool. But like I said, I was on vacation. I went down to Orlando, Florida, and went to Universal Studios. Never been, first time. Went to Harry Potter World. That was pretty neat. It's pretty neat
Yeah, I
down
saw
there.
some pictures of that.
Yeah,
That looks
so
really
if
cool.
you get the opportunity to head down to Universal, check it out. It's hot, but it's pretty cool. And I was telling Jordan earlier, this place, I want to know how much they gross in one day, because the amount of money they make has got to be ridiculous. I mean, just to park it was $26.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
And just
outrageous.
think about that. They pay for, let's say, even if they like redo the entire parking lot every year, just the sheer amount of money they just pay for that land. Once they've paid that land off, which they do in no time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just banking that money. That's nothing to them.
Yeah, stupid money.
They're
But
not even
yeah.
paying parking attendants half the time.
I didn't really have anything crazy happen there. Like, it was cool. One thing I did notice is I heard so many different languages. Like, people from all over the world go there. But what'd you guys do? Jordan, are you still there?
Yeah.
There he is.
I didn't want to talk over Joe if he was gonna climb on in there. I went cabrewing yesterday.
Ooh.
It was hot.
The old cabrew.
It was very sweaty. I did a really good job with the sunscreen. Very white. I'm
Jordan-
not wet.
Oh my
Jordan
God.
burnt his ankles. You ever heard of that
yeah.
shit?
Oh my god. I got everywhere except for my ankles, dude, and they are crispy.
Oh no.
Like, I was up all night because the fan would hit my leg hair and would wake me up.
That's the
that sounds
worst.
just awful.
It's tough.
Have
It's
you
a
had
great time, though.
sunburn? Have you had sunburn on top of your feet?
Yeah.
So is it as bad as that or worse?
I mean, they're both annoying, but, like, it's just, like, really bad this time because I was out there for, like, 4 hours and it was, like, 90 degrees.
Yeah, that'll do it.
95, yeah.
How about you, Joe?
I mean, we haven't done anything too crazy. We got to go see Lion King.
Oh, yeah, I need to see that.
I am on a new diet, which is, this is like the first time in my life where I'm attempting to do like, where I'm actually looking at the fats, the protein, and the calories. Wait, what's the other one? Fat, calorie, protein, and carbs. So I'm doing that every day, and it's been interesting. I'm doing it less so to like lose weight, even though I do have a vacation come up I want to kind of look good for. But I'm also doing it more just because I'm like trying to get in good habits. You know what I mean? It's more about just creating like better habits for myself.
Yeah, that's what happens.
So that's
when you
been
get old.
interesting. Yeah.
We're gonna jump into our Would You Rather segment, and I got a couple Would You Rathers for you guys this week. Are you guys ready?
I'm always ready,
Absolutely.
Aaron.
I love.
Anything you want to throw at me, I am ready.
All right, here's number one. Would you rather use eye drops made of vinegar or toilet paper made from sandpaper?
Give me that sandpaper.
Give me the vinegar in my eyes.
Oh, yikes!
Ugh,
Please
don't
explain
touch my eyes ever.
why you guys chose those.
I feel like the sandpaper, it's gonna last a while. You know.
I feel like you're gonna have a hard
I
time
feel
sitting down.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, if you go 2-3 times a day, you're just reopening the wound.
Oh, jeez. That's the
I
worst
don't-
when you go to wipe your ass and all you're getting is blood.
Oh my.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
My thought process is just keep everything away from my eyes. That was my end goal. I have to hear the other one. I knew I was going with that one.
So
The vinegar in the eyes though, I feel like it's usually like one drop. Rub your eyes for like 5 minutes and you're good for like the rest of the day.
I
And
wonder,
then you smell like vinegar too. Vinegar smells just terrible.
I wonder if your
I mean-
eyeball is just like bloodshot the entire day.
Would you smell the vinegar in your eyes?
I don't know, but I heard that like a half water, half vinegar solutions make a great bathroom cleaner.
Wow.
So
It's funny that you
Well,
say that
and
because
that'll do it
literally
for
I have to go to the
episode
store
12.
tomorrow and buy. I have to go to the store tomorrow and buy vinegar because we have to clean our drains and you got to use like baking soda and vinegar.
oh.
Just a fun fact about being old and owning a house.
All right. Would you rather number 2? Would you rather have only 2 long yellow front teeth like a beaver, or no teeth at all?
No teeth at all, Aaron.
Why? Why, Joe?
There's something about yellow teeth that just drive me crazy. And not only that are they just yellow, but they're super long. No, I'm out. I'll get dentures. I'm hard out.
Really, I honestly just was thinking about the long tooth part. I didn't even think about them being yellow. That's a difficult thing to live with, Aaron.
Yeah, so they're just hanging over your bottom lip. They're there.
Just yellow.
Imagine trying to kiss with those things.
Like, get those
So-
juicy fruit out my face.
Now imagine this. What would be better if you had those teeth? Do you whiten the rest of them still, or do you let them all get yellow? Because it would be really weird if you had like pearly whites and then just super yellow 2 teeth.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what's worse.
This question's for you guys. I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Sorry, I threw it back at you.
Wait,
So
you're
what-
throwing it back on Aaron? Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
What? What was your answer, Jordan?
I would go with the no teeth.
Okay. So both of you going no teeth.
No teeth.
Yeah, because then you could at least keep your mouth closed rather than just constantly having 2,
You're not trying to look
yellow
like
teeth hanging out.
bucktooth beaver.
No.
Pew pew pew. Rapid fire. You already know who this rapid fire is brought to you by. Oh, and of course we have the jingle. Enjoy.
This week's rapid fires are brought to you by Squarespace. Thank you, Squarespace.
A rapid fryer?
Rapid fire is George Foreman in the.
Yeah.
Like-
Come on and get your chicken in done in 2 minutes, baby.
So this one is brought to you by Wendy's Chipotle Southwest Salad.
Okay.
Get yours today.
You know you can't name drop people because they're not actually our sponsors.
Isn't that how it works?
They will
Brought
get
to
in-
you by your favorite brand of napkins.
Yeah. Don't even name the brand. It's
Just
just whatever
give me
brand they want.
Hella generic.
Whatever your favorite sports drink is,
That's what we're
that's what
brought
we're
to you by.
sponsored by. The blue version.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Do you guys have a nervous habit? If so, what?
Yes, I do, and I sweat and probably bite my nails.
Okay.
I used to bite my nails a lot, but I don't anymore. So I think my hands get a little clammy.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the old clam hands.
Clams.
Good old clam hams.
I hate it.
Aaron, you're killing this whole rapid fire thing.
Thank you.
I love it. Do you currently have, or have you ever owned a piece of clothing that cost over $600? $600 or
No.
more.
Hell no.
Do you consider yourself to be photogenic?
No.
Absolutely not.
Can you change a tire on your own?
Yes.
Yes.
On my car own, yes.
100%.
Yeah.
though.
I always try to spin these my own way as I'm reading them, and it always goes poorly. If you saw an acquaintance acting incredibly silly when they thought nobody was watching, would you be more or less attracted to that person?
Probably less because I hate acquaintances.
I'd be more.
Yeah? You're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's cute.
I
Look
mean,
at 'em.
they're,
They
just,
got
they're
their-
just being them, and they're not
A little
afraid
quirky.
to be who they are. Yeah, exactly.
Eek.
Do you ever get
Don't.
teary-eyed when...
Aaron, I don't ever want to hear you eek. Oh
Eek
my
again.
God.
Oh, my God. Hold on,
Oh,
hold on.
shit.
All right,
Sphincter
hold on.
says what?
What?
Got him.
I did it intentionally.
Oh,
All right. We're being a little lethargic with this. I'm going to pick it up a little bit.
thank you.
Okay, so do you get teary-eyed when you watch a sad movie?
Yeah.
It depends on the movie.
It's a sad movie, Aaron.
I'll-
Stop sucking at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
When hanging out with friends, what is the ideal group size counting yourself?
4.
6.
Have you ever blacked out from drunkenness?
Yes.
No.
Don't
When in
recommend it.
when in a relationship, what importance do you place upon celebrating weekly or monthly anniversaries?
None.
Yeah. A week? No. Month? No. Come on.
How do you feel about nudity in television?
I love it.
Sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes it's not.
Do you have any irrational fears?
I have a fear of heights. I don't know if that's irrational.
I mean, are
like that's
spiders
pretty
irrational?
rational.
Oh.
I feel like those are both rational. Like my irrational fear, to insert myself into this, is I don't have a fear of heights. I have a fear of ledges.
Oh,
So
okay.
like I hate like if you just put me up on a beam and I don't know if I'm overlooking a huge drop, right? But I have a wall up to my chest, I'm golden. But if I have no barrier in between me and I'm like looking over or it's a really short ledge, I freak out. There's a picture of me somewhere of me in Yosemite in California. And I'm looking over this hill and I'm holding out my sunglasses, my hat, and my phone behind me. And I'm looking over the edge as if I'm not worried about falling off myself, but I'm worried about my shit falling off.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have like that's a stupid fear and I have it and it sucks.
I guess I don't like big bodies of water going out on a boat. Like I don't know. And the fear of like not being able to see through the water, I guess. I don't know.
We were kind of talking about this recently because my family went on a cruise, and weirdly enough, I'm the same way. If I can't see land anywhere around me, that really freaks me out. But if I went on a cruise, I could be on it for a month straight as long as I could even see a piece of land. Even if you told me, like if I jump in, there's no chance I could ever swim to that, or I'd get eaten by sharks or whatever, it would still just make me feel better just knowing I could see land.
Yeah. What did Jordan say? What did you say, Jordan?
I don't know if I have one, man. I mean, kind of like yours. If I cannot see,
Like fear of always losing to me for the rest of your life? Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
that's scary.
if you're in like
Fear's
a
got to be
lake,
founded on something.
I mean, honestly, if I'm in any kind of water and I cannot see, but I'm also like deep enough to swim and I don't know what is like around me, that kind of freaks me out.
Yep.
So like
Yeah.
even when I was younger in like a 8-foot pool, if it were like dark outside and I couldn't see underneath the water, I'd be like, oh god.
I feel it. Well, thank you, Joe.
Absolutely.
Another solid rapid fire. Hope you guys enjoyed that. All right, guys, we're going to jump into our next segment here where we're going to discuss funny headlines / social media laughs. I'll go ahead and lead us off. So I saw this on Twitter, and honestly, we're going to have to dissect this one together, okay?
Let's hear it.
So it's this girl on Twitter. It's her profile. Somebody screenshotted it and said, like, they were just confused. They said, what is she smoking? There's like 7 plot twists in her bio. So listen to this. So her name is Shania, and her bio says, proud mother of 2, third one coming. She's 16 years old. Jealousy is a disease. Get well soon, bitch. North African, #team virgin, #lesbian, #single mother.
What?
So let's go ahead and break this down.
That was more twisted turns than I could possibly kept up with. So, do you guys remember? I can't remember if I talked about this on the podcast. Do you remember how I was talking about the Roast Me Reddit?
Yes.
Did I talk to you guys about that? Okay. So, I'm browsing this Reddit called Roast Me again this week, and I noticed that this one girl has more upvotes, like more like hits on her profile than I've seen in like forever on Roast Me. So I click into it, right? And let me just tell you what happens here. So I'm gonna pull this up. It's always
So for 23 years, a woman lived with a surgical clamp in her abdomen.
A surgical clamp?
clamp.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
For 23 years, she didn't notice that.
Yes, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she never sat down. I don't know.
For the first time she sat
Yeah.
down in like 23 years, she's like, "Oh wait,
Doctor,
they might not."
whenever I sit down, I get stabbed. I just...
She always goes to the doctor, and he's like, well, you look pretty lethargic today, but I think you're going to be all right.
But I think
Be
you're
a
going to be
what?
all right.
Think you're going to be all right.
Okay, here it is. So let me just paint the picture here. It's this girl she just posted "Ruin Me," right? She's got
Oh, God.
That
She's
sounds
got
a lot more vulgar.
Yes, it does.
so she's got tattoos up her arms.
God.
She's got tattoos on her fingers, like no bra on. So she's got these pierced nipples that are like poking through the shirt, right? So you automatically know like this roast is gonna go bad. They're gonna tear this girl apart.
Yeah.
Right.
She's
So-
going to get ruined.
Now, for what you guys may not know about Reddit, is they do this thing where you could like pay for like comments, like gold, silver, platinum awards, and you could give them to comments that you like. And so I'm browsing through, and let me see the best here. It's probably the most like upvoted and liked thing that I'd ever seen on Reddit, and it was they just tore this girl apart.
So you're
Peak
telling
fan
me
thing.
they ruined her?
They ruined her. Okay, here it is. So I just thought this roast was fantastic. So here it goes. This has 55 currently 55 awards and counting. It has 7 platinum awards, 20 gold awards, and 28 silver awards. To give you an idea, that's like a decent amount of money. That's like over $100 people have spent on just liking this comment. Okay, so the roast against her was nipple rings, knuckle tattoos, black nail polish, and what appears to be a suspiciously large bottle of Lubriderm on the counter behind you. If I shared a picture of the national flags of Kyrgyzstan, Tonga, Albania, China, Morocco, Singapore, Switzerland, and the Isle of Man, there would still be fewer red flags in that image than in this one. And when I read that at work, I was trying so hard, but I spit up what I was drinking and laughed out loud to the point that everyone in the room clearly knew I wasn't working at that point. Like
Oh
what?
my God.
Oh my God.
That's
like
very
what a good
well
roast.
thought out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
They
he's-
just went online and Googled red flags and pulled out everyone they could find.
That is genius.
I just thought that was humorous. Yeah.
All right, Jordan, you got one?
I've got one that I just saw earlier yesterday.
What you got?
So it's from the New York Mets and San Francisco Giants game last night. The commentators were watching the boat in the bay. They were playing in San Francisco. There's a boat on the bay. And there's just a bunch of white people doing white people dances. And it's really, really awkward and really bad. And let me see if this comes through on the mic. But I'll listen to them commentate what they're saying.
Now, what kind of music do you think we're playing on this boat? Obviously, we don't have the audio capability to be able to find out, but just from the nature of the dance steps, what do we think that is?
Well, I know those two gentlemen don't have a chance.
Honestly, that was
It just
the most white dad laugh. Like
He was
Just
so
proceeds-
casual.
So it's the ninth inning, and it's an 8-1 game, so they're clearly not interested. And like the guy just continues to do that like half laugh for like a whole minute afterwards. It's just so funny. You can just tell he was not expecting that dude to say that.
He said it so casually too.
I can tell you what those guys don't have is a chance.
Oh my God, that's funny. Well, that's gonna wrap up our funny headlines segment. Jumping into the What Would You Do segment. This week's What Would You Do is brought to you by JOR Dan.
Okay, what would you do if you had to grow a tail? What would you want, and what would you use it for?
What would you want?
Yeah.
I immediately thought of Jumanji when that kid grew the tail.
See, I immediately jumped to Dragon Ball. Like just
Dragon
a big
Ball.
old monkey tail. Dragon Ball,
Like
Dragon
in
Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
When they're powerful, they have really like monkey tails, basically.
Jordan, God, if I could grow a tail, what would it be and what would I use it for? So I'm gonna have to go with like a lion's tail, how it's kind of skinny and it's got the fluff on the end there.
I'm
Say one to look kind of.
redeem this one.
It sounds a little cute.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna use it for like style, you know? Be like, hey, what's that hanging out of your pants?
Just a
Dude,
conversation
what?
starter.
It's my lion's tail.
Or
Mine.
or
have a
some really
lion's tail.
soft, playful smacks. What's up, baby?
Hands free, just give her a little brush on the chin.
Right. How was dinner?
Oh my God, that's all I got. Joe, what about you?
I can't contribute anything more to what you just said.
Oh my God.
On that note, let's just
On-
bounce right into the draft.
Yeah, let's bounce into the draft because that What Would You Do got a little weird. Like I said in the beginning, we are having a Battle Royale draft, and the Battle Royale is taking place inside Target. Me, Jordan, and Joe are being dropped into a Target, and we have to draft 4 items where we have to use to fight to the death with.
To the death.
To the death. It's going to get
For those of
real
you that-
intense.
Don't know what a simple battle royale is. Basically, we're getting dropped off into this thing, as Aaron says, we have to fight to the death. Only one emerges from that target victorious. And yeah, you just live the rest of your life knowing you had to murder 2 of your friends to escape that target.
Also, if you don't know what a Target is, it's a store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sell stuff.
Thank you, Jordan.
Might be Publix where you're at. Maybe a Walmart where you're at. Who knows?
And with that being said, the draft order this week is myself, followed by Joe, and then Jordan. And if you don't know, Joe won the draft last week of the playground game draft. So Joe is obviously paying people to vote for him. It's clearly happening. I saw it. Jordan
2 of the
saw
last
it.
3 wins. I'm starting to catch fire. Is all that
you,
that
you
is.
can't just say 2 of the last 3 when there's been more than 3 drafts. You're just trying to make your stats look better.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do in baseball.
That's not okay.
He's hitting like 167 on the year. Yeah, but these last 2 days he's hitting 480.
Yeah, right. I don't know,
So-
man. I just felt like I came out of the gates pretty lethargic, and then I kind of caught
Yeah.
up a little bit.
Yeah,
You worried me there for a minute.
it happened.
For sure.
I don't know how I came in last, honestly. Like, my only, sketchy pick was Duck Duck Goose. Other than that, you can't compete with Tag, Red Rover, and Capture the Flag. I don't care what anybody says.
Now,
Well-
I've been getting feedback from Maria and the girls she works with, because they all now kind of jump in and either listen to the podcast or help at least vote and kind of take in our debate on at least the draft part of it. And they seem to think that the error in your 2's list were what I had said, which is where 2 of the games were not considered like normal playground games. Like, they were fun games, but not something you would associate with the playground. Like Duck Duck Goose, I think, was one. Floor is Lava is another.
Well, that one was Jordan's.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
he
Like
said
one
each
apiece.
of ours, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah. So with that being said, Joe will be roasting us and hitting us with a sign off at the end of this draft. And since I lost, I have to talk in a voice for my first pick. So, and I'm actually on the clock here in a second.
Yeah,
So,
we're doing. No, we're not going to think about it. You're doing a Russian accent.
I'm
Boom.
doing a Russian accent.
Perfect.
I wish you guys would tell me before we started so I could practice.
Nope.
I'm very happy that we don't.
Okay. The 2019 Battle Royale draft in Target is officially open. And I am on the clock.
Okay, I'm going to do this one for Mother Russia. With the very first pick of the draft here, I'm going to go with a very dangerous weapon to cut you guys with. And I'm going with the very dangerous scissors.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I like how you are a mixture of like the guy who narrates in Aladdin with with Russian, with like just, I don't know, just a weird villain
Thank you.
trying to sell me something.
And if there are any like voiceover coaches out there like listening, I can do all kinds of voices. Just hit me up, and I'll
sound like
fly to
Andy
Hollywood.
Bernard. Jeez.
Andy Bernard.
Nardog.
From the
Oh
Office.
my God. Okay. Thank you.
All right. With the second pick of this draft, I'm going to go with something that, I'm planning on taking this Battle Royale a little sneaky, maybe not just rushing in and kind of getting as close as Scissors would need, So with my strategy, I'm going with the golf club Callaway XR
Oh
that
shit.
Target sells.
Tiger
and
Hood's
I'm-
over here.
I'm taking that, and then when one of you guys comes around the corner, I'm just cracking you in the face with it.
You're taking a golf club?
Taking a golf club.
Is it a driver,
It's a-
iron, what?
It's a one and done Callaway XR driver.
Oh, okay.
That thing's going to leave a dent in your skull. Let me tell you.
And then what I plan on is after I hit one of them, you think it's a one and done weapon, but I hit you once, and then I could do that thing that they do in like movies where they like bend it around their neck and start choking you out with it. So it's a 2-in-1 weapon.
Rough.
Well, so are you going to hit me with the stick part of it or the head of it?
No, definitely the club head. Yeah, right under the chin. Is how I foresaw that.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Oh, I got 2 picks in a row, huh?
Yeah, you do.
Alrighty.
Bet your bottom dollar you do.
So for some close quarter combat, right? If there's a lot of aisles, there's not a lot of like ranged things going on. I'm taking a decent sized kettlebell, a little exercise,
Okay.
equipment.
I
maybe
like it.
20 pounds, just a heavy ass punch, pretty much.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
that'll
good pick.
smack you.
But you got to be quick because I got these scissors, boy. I'm quick.
Yeah. This next one, I'm pretty sure they sell this here. Oh God, I don't. Know if
Don't
I
worry,
wanna
we'll
go for it yet.
disqualify you if not.
I don't know if I want to choose it because, like, now that I think about it, it might not be as damaging as I thought it would have been. But I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with darts.
Okay.
Oh God.
I love it.
Just like normal darts. Like you're not talking like a blow dart. They don't sell blow darts there, right?
No, I could get some PVC though.
Okay. But what if I drafted the PVC so you couldn't have it?
I mean, I'd rather be hit with the PVC than be hit with the kettlebell.
Okay.
All right. And with my second pick, I think my other two, since we're getting crazy with this draft, I think my other two picks will still be there. So I am going to take the biggest bottle that I could find. The biggest I could find on their website was 24 ounces of Frank's Red Hot sauce.
Oh my God.
Now, hear me out. I put that shit on everything. Now, listen. Here's
Nice
what's
plug
happening.
there. Not a sponsor.
Thank you. Not a sponsor. But if they want to sponsor this, we can reenact this Battle Royale. Target as well.
Yes.
So here's my thought. Really thick bottle that comes in. So it'd be really good for just, hitting one of you guys right alongside the head. May even be a quiet thing where I could smack you upside the head with that, put you down on the ground gently, and then go after the other one that remains. Or, worst case scenario, let's say I smack somebody in the head with it, it shatters open. Maybe I could use it to like make the floor slippery. I could lure it into some sort of Scooby-Doo like trap where you come around the corner and you slip in it.
Yeah.
He said,
I have all
"To
kinds
hell
of
with the
ideas."
vinegar. I'm gonna pour some red hot sauce in your eyes."
Frank's Red Hot Sauce is my
Oh
pick.
my God. That's totally did not see you going there, but I respect it.
Nope.
All right. So
Now,
I'm
hold on real quick.
Okay.
What were Jordan's two picks? Sorry.
Jordan took kettlebell and darts.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I couldn't remember the kettlebell.
So I am on the clock for 2 here. Now I already have scissors, so I'm gonna go with a big ass steak knife for pick number 2, and swinging back around to me for my third pick. And here, so I got the 2 knives on my hip. So now,
I got the knives up on my hip.
How did you do it?
so I'm just gonna,
I caught it.
I'm putting this one
Thank you.
right in my wheelhouse. You know where I'm going?
I think
I do
so.
now.
Yeah,
So I'm
go
kind of
ahead.
upset 'cause I'm guessing it's gonna be what I was gonna choose.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a baseball bat. Good night. Dingers for days.
Pretty damn good. How did I not think of that?
So I have scissors, steak knife, and a baseball bat.
That totally kills my next pick.
And Joe is back on the clock.
All right. I am taking, if you could tell, I did some research. Bear Archery Brave 3-arrow bow kit set. Now, here's my idea. I'm up on top of this motherfucker, right? I'm on top of the little place, whatever the stands where the food is, and I'm just sniping you guys one by one. And, so I'm just, worst case scenario, I miss. And even if these, are training arrows, I still poke you in the eye, temporarily blind you. That's
Wait,
when
hold
the
on,
Frank's
hold on.
Red Hot Sauce comes in.
What are you drafting right now?
The bow set. It's a bow and arrow set.
I feel like that's the 2-for-1. I feel like you have to choose between the bow or the arrows.
No, they come in one package. It's one thing they sell.
Are you going with a Halloween bow and arrow set for $9.99?
No. It's $90. It's $90. I looked it up, and it comes with only 3 arrows in it. That's why it's fair.
It's
because it
nerf
only
or
comes with
nothing.
3 arrows.
You said
so
the
if I
Bear
miss
Archery?
my shots, Bear Archery Brave 3-arrow bow kit set. So if I miss my shots, it's over. That thing's
Okay.
pretty useless. But I get 3 shots.
All right, going with the bow and arrow.
That's
Is
probably
it-
an online order only, I would
Is
think.
it plastic?
No, I think it's like a carbon fiber or something.
No, right next to it says Nerf. So
No, it's not Nerf. I definitely.
Or no?
It's not a $90 Nerf bow and arrow.
Suction cups on the end.
I could figure something to do with it.
Jordan, you're on the clock for your last 2 picks. You better make them good because I am coming for you, sir.
yeah, see, now honestly, Aaron, I had written down I had baseballs, and now that you drafted the bat, I feel like I'm just be pitching to you.
Yeah, you don't
So
want to do that.
I can no longer do that. You know what? I'm gonna get a little tactical here. If Joe's shooting arrows, if you're out here, what are you doing? You're
Oh, I'm coming.
Scissors,
with
steak
knives
knives,
and scissors and
bats.
I'm gonna
Like-
have a nice size metal trash can lid.
Okay, a little shield action.
Love it.
So you got a
Absolutely.
trash can lid. Got it.
You gotta
Yes.
get in. I like how we're all
But
three
it's-
taking different approaches to this fight.
It's gotta be metal.
Right.
Right.
And then for my last pick, this is questionable, so you guys can obviously vote on it. I'm going with fire stick poker.
Fire
No,
stick poker.
Yeah, they sell those.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure.
Let me do some research real quick.
Checking.
They
Authorizing.
they
pick.
have the fireplace tool set. So if you just want to
Boom.
get the poker, that's fine.
The whole I'll do the tool set.
You're getting the tool set.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could take a whole set.
You just took a whole bow and arrow.
No, not a cut. Where do they
Joe,
sell just the one?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna poke your eyes out. I'm gonna bash
got
your
the-
skull in. I'm gonna
You
I'm
got the
gonna
whole
take
kit.
the little brush and get your blood together and shovel it at a target, bud.
It's gonna be really hard to see me when you have Frank's Red Hot sauce all in your eyes, you idiot.
Right? Am I sweeping up red hot sauce or your blood?
Oh my god.
You won't know because you won't be able to see. So
That was his last pick, right?
So
No,
you're
yeah, I'll just do the little fireplace poker. That's fine.
fireplace poker.
All right.
Fireplace poker.
For my final pick, I'm gonna keep with my own, ideas here, and I'm gonna go with the biggest that they have. Actually, hold on. Let me verify what the biggest one is. So for me, I'm gonna go with the biggest can of lemon pledge that they have.
Chemical
God.
warfare over here.
So I have a few things I could do with this. I could either spray it in your guys' eye from distance. Once again, I could slippery up the floor. I could throw it as a distraction to make you look a certain way, if I'm being stealthy. And I feel like it's got to be combustible in some way. So if I throw it at one of you guys and Jordan turns out of the air and tries to poke it with his poker, that can explodes in his face. He's disoriented. I have chance,
Yeah.
I should have just drafted 8 vodka bottles, a washcloth, and a lighter, and then I would have been fine.
Throwing Molotovs.
It's true, just torch the whole thing.
Right.
Oh, that would have been smart. A fire safe suit, a lighter, and just a bunch of kerosene.
And then those three.
And there you go.
Those
That's
3
fun.
items.
So
You just
this
in the
is-
corner as all burns.
So this is my last pick, and as I'm sitting here thinking about what I want to take, I'm looking at what everybody's taking, and this shit is hilarious.
I went off the rails.
So I think honestly, every week, I think I won because my tactic is I just think I'm better, and I think I'm more equipped in this
But what's
Battle
funny is
Royale.
our fans tell us that you're not every week.
Well,
The
me and my
complete
fans are very special.
opposite.
We're very close knit, and we just get it. So,
they
shout out
don't
to
vote,
my
though, is what you're saying.
shout out to my team.
What the
AA
hell
Ron
is your
fans.
last pick?
For my last pick, I'm gonna go ahead and take a bike.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
I love this so much.
So while I'm riding around on my bike, I got my bat on my back like a fucking ninja, and then I got my knife and I got my scissors.
if
I'm gonna
any
be
of
riding
our
by you, hitting you with a bat.
Aaron,
if
I'm
any of our
putting my
fans are
poker-
animators, right through your tires.
Yeah, I'm getting jammed in your
Good.
your rim.
That's what I want. I want you to be close to me. That's a
Man,
distraction.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna put my metal trash can lid on my shoulder, and I'm just gonna knock you off of that thing.
I love that this is not a normal fight. This is a very strange fight.
I love it.
I mean, I'm fucking throwing lemon pledge at Jordan. He's poking it with a fire stick as Aaron rides by on a bike, throwing a
imagine?
baseball bat at the knees.
Seriously, could you picture Aaron on a bike, right? The baseball bat is on his back, and you can see 2 little silver knives and scissors out of his waistband, and he just has a chest lined with darts.
Or
And they're just pledged. He's about to slip on the floor.
no,
or if
because
he's
you stick
if
that
he's-
fire poker in the spokes. I'm barrel rolling off in perfect form, and I'm stabbing you with the knife in the
he
chest.
definitely has 2 darts already lodged into his shoulder, from like but it's not slowing him down enough.
Right, Aaron's pulling darts out of his
See,
chest.
Jordan, of all people, you should know those darts are not going to affect me because when you were a child, I put a dart on the top of your dome piece and it did nothing.
Yeah.
It just stuck there.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't thrown hard.
It hit off the dartboard and fell directly on your dome.
Yeah, that was
So, or you could just do the Last of Us thing where you jam the scissors through the baseball bat, and now you have just an instrument of absolute warfare.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay, let's run through the teams real quick. So
I'll
get
go
a sense of who we have.
I'll go ahead and recap. I have scissors, steak knife, baseball bat, and bike.
And I have the Callaway XR Golf Club, a 24-ounce bottle of Frank's Red Hot sauce, Bear Archery Brave 3 Arrow bow kit set, and the biggest can of lemon pledge that they have.
Oh my god.
The biggest. All right, I got the kettlebell, darts, a metal trash can lid for the shield, obviously, and fireplace poker.
Yeah.
And Jordan, tell them where they can go ahead and vote for that.
Twitter at FBallers Podcast. You can also visit the Instagram page and the Facebook at the Freeballers Podcast, and they'll have direct links to vote at our Twitter page.
And that poll
So-
should go up like a few hours after the podcast post.
Yeah,
On Tuesday night.
afternoon.
So
Yes,
make sure you
yes,
go and
yes.
listen ASAP so you can listen to this amazing draft live.
Yep. So
Yeah, I
you
feel
vote
like
on
this-
Twitter, but they all lead to Twitter anyway. So
This of all weeks, they really need to listen to the podcast before they vote on the draft because our lists are well thought out, I feel like.
Yeah, you got to listen to, us defending our teams and see who you agree with.
So
Whoa.
I'm excited because I talked to my friends about what we draft before the episode comes out, and I'm just gonna show them the list and be like, "Hey, guess what we drafted?" And they're gonna read like steak knife and golf club and kettlebell and bow and arrow. They're gonna be like, "What the hell is going on?"
But then they're going to
Can't
see
wait.
Lemon Pledge and Frank's Red Hot and be like, what? Is he cleaning up?
A bike? What the?
Yeah, exactly. You should have picked out a very specific one. Like, what were some of the old brands of bikes that we used to have?
The Harley
Duffy.
Davidson.
I don't know. It's
bike,
one with shocks
3940.
for sure. Do you have pegs on this bike?
No.
You're not teaming up. What the hell?
I mean, I don't know if you could put the scissors in them and then you could just drive by, cut our Achilles.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome. All right, well, so that's Battle Royale and Target. Make sure you go on Twitter and vote for whoever has the best team. Whoever is going to win in a battle to the death. And since Joe won last week, he's going to hit us with a roast and with our signature sign-off. Go for it.
So, with my last word, I just want to say that, as we say pretty much every week, if you enjoy the podcast, share it with a friend. Like it, all that good stuff. But going into the roast here, I just want to say that, Aaron, you look magnificent tonight. And Jordan, your eyes are as blue as the Aegean Sea. And remember to always wear spandex in heat waves. And always keep your palates cleansed. And that'll do it for us this week.
Peace.
Hey, Aaron.
Yo, what's up?
What's the difference between a piano, a tuna, and a pot of gold?
What?
You can tune a piano, but you can't piano a tuna.
What?
I was waiting for the tuna fish thing.
So was I.
Wait, did you get it?
You can't tune a piano, yeah?
Yeah.
Or you can.
What's the difference between a piano, a tuna, and a pot of glue?
What?
Yeah, you can tune a piano, but you can't piano a tuna.
Where does the glue come in?
I knew you'd get stuck at that part.
Oh my God. That's it. Guys, I'm out. Bye.